So for those of you who are not here last week or haven't met me yet, my name is Caitlin. I'm a yoga teacher, a meditation teacher. I'm trained in Reiki and chakra healing as well. I also am a mother to 2 children, and reading is a great passion of mine, so I also work in a bookstore, which I thoroughly enjoy. I'm super happy to be here with you guys today. So this is week 2 of our reNEW program, Monday Meditations with me, Caitlin. So like I said, if you have a pillow, you can sit up on the pillow just to help elevate the hips above the knees, which is going to help keep the spine nice and long. So we want to be in a position that we're going to be comfortable with for the duration of the session. So that can be seated cross-legged on the floor, sitting up on a pillow. You can be reclined. We're going to do some breath work today. So if you are reclined, please keep your head elevated on a pillow above your heart space, just to give the air passage a little bit more room. If you are taking a break from your workday and you are in a chair, in an office chair or a kitchen chair, what have you, that is perfectly fine. I will have you put your feet flat on the ground, knees above the ankles, sitting up nice and tall. So that can serve also as a great support until we build kind of that muscle memory for sitting up nice and tall on the floor. So I would invite you, once you find your comfortable position, if you have been sitting all day today, or you haven't exercised yet, or you're just really cold or tense from the week that we just finished up from, I would encourage you, once you find your position, to just take some gentle movements in the body. So we're prepping it to sit in some stillness. So if that means some rocking side to side with the torso, maybe you take some torso circles, giving some flexion in the spine. Maybe arms come up overhead, and you just do some organic stretches just to warm up the spine. And then once you take some movements, I'll have you close your eyes. Hands can be placed palms face down on the knees. Palms can be face up on the knees. You can place the hands gently on the tops of the thighs if you're in a seated position. Hands can be cupped in the lap, one on top of the other. And if you do have experience with meditation and yoga, you can always take a mudra as well. So a hand placement, maybe thumb to finger placed on the knees. So whatever's most comfortable for you. And we'll start tapping into that belly breathing that we did last week. So again, inhaling through the nose, first down into the belly, and exhaling through the mouth or nose, whatever's more comfortable for you. And as we do this, bring your focus to the sound of the breath, the feeling of the breath as it enters the nostrils, hitting the back of the throat, the skin of the abdomen and back expanding on the inhale, the movement of the belly button towards the spine on the exhale. Once you've got a rhythm going with your belly breathing, start to incorporate some heaviness on your exhales. So inhaling down into the belly. On the exhale, bringing a weight and a softening to the shoulders, the chest, the hips. The skin on the forehead, the eyes, the jaw, unclenching the teeth, pulling the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Inhaling down into the belly. Exhaling with the softening of the shoulders, the hips, the face. As we talked about last week, thoughts popping in is totally normal. So our thoughts are just friends, visitors. An image that's used a lot with practicing meditation is thoughts being clouds. You're looking up at the sky, seeing the cloud, acknowledging the cloud, and letting it go. So my intention with these practices is to give you tools that you can really use in your day-to-day life. Of course, meditation breathing is the most common form of meditation. But meditation and mindfulness can come in many forms. There's a doctor that I greatly admire who says the fastest way to improve your mood is to smile. So as we continue our belly breathing with your eyes closed, nobody can see you, nobody's watching. Gently lift the corners of your mouth, bringing your face into a smile. Notice what thoughts come up as you smile. Maybe feeling the way the heart lifts, bringing a lightness to the body. Keep smiling. And on your next exhale, drop the smile, relaxing the face. We'll take 2 more breath cycles with the face relaxed, inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the nose or mouth. And on your next inhale, let's again lift the corners of the mouth, bringing your sweet face into a smile. Notice how that feels. Maybe you naturally sit up a little taller when you smile. On your next exhale, we'll drop the smile, relaxing the face, returning back to our belly breathing. Focusing on the sensation of the breath entering the nose, the coolness against the nostrils. The air hitting the back of the throat, the belly expanding. The shoulders softening and dropping on the exhale. Practicing meditation and mindfulness, just like any other skill, takes time and consistency. So we're going to practice what's called 1-minute meditation. So on my mark, I'm going to give you free rein to let your monkey mind wander. Think of all the things that want to come in. Think of it like a stream of consciousness. And then when I say meditate or stop, allow your brain to completely empty. It's going to be difficult, but we're just going to practice it together a few times, and then you can practice it throughout the week. So inhale and release the brain. Maybe you're going to think about work. Maybe you're thinking about your to-do list, that text that's waiting to be read on your phone, your children in the background, what you're going to make for dinner. Allow your brain to keep wandering through these thoughts. Maybe you're thinking about how much you don't want to shovel later, or that you do have to go out in the cold, in the snow. Let the thoughts come. We're giving them permission to come. And in 3, 2, 1, meditate. Coming back to the breath, inhale through the nose. Feel the breath travel through your body. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Use the breath as your anchor to come back to. Inhale through the nose. Feel the warmth of the breath as it exhales from your body. On your next exhale, again, let your mind wander. Here we go. Maybe you're noticing that your hip is tight. Maybe you think you can't breathe as deep as you thought you could. Maybe you can hear someone else moving around your house. Maybe you're thinking about that cliffhanger in a book you're reading, or the show that you're watching, the emails you need to send for work. Let the thoughts keep coming. And then in 3, 2, 1, anchor back to the breath. Inhale through the nose. Feel the warmth of the breath exhaling through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Maybe your breath is becoming louder as you are deepening your inhales and exhales. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. On your next exhale, I'll have you gently open your eyes just so you can watch me as I walk you through this next breathing practice. I love this breathing practice. It's part of pranayama or breath work. And so it's called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So what I'll have you do is bring your dominant hand in front of you, palm facing you, and we're going to drop the forefinger and the middle finger down to kiss the palm. If this is uncomfortable for you to keep the ring finger and the pinky inverted, you can always drop the ring finger as well. So we're doing like sign language Y with the palm facing you. So we're going to move through alternate nostril breathing. This is a great way to balance out opposing energies. If you are knowledgeable about the feminine and masculine energies that run through the body, the yin and yang, your moon and sun, or if that's too much for you, this helps just balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain, opening up the energy pathways. So we're going to bring the pinky right to the left nostril and completely block off the air in that nostril, and exhale your breath out through the right nostril just to empty everything to begin. We're going to keep the left nostril plugged and inhale only through the right nostril. So here we go, inhale. At the top of the breath, we're going to hold the breath, switch nostrils. So thumb plugs the right nostril and we exhale through the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Retain the breath. Switch fingers. We plug the left nostril. Exhale through the right. So I'll take you through one more round of that and then I'll let you do it on your own for a moment. So we inhale through the right nostril. Retain the breath. Plug the right nostril. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Retain the breath. Plug the left nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Retain the breath. Thumb plugs the right nostril. We exhale through the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Retain the breath. Plug the left nostril. Exhale through the right. Let's take one more minute of rounds of that on your own. Moving slowly with big, full breaths. Controlled breathing. This is a great way to give yourself an anchor or an activity with the breath to separate the mind from any other thoughts. And also a great practice in breath control. Let's do one more round. And you want to end your round by completely exhaling through the right nostril. Go ahead and release the left nostril. Hands come back down to the knees. Close the eyes and return back to your belly breathing. The last practice that we're going to do today is 5 breath cycles with the head below the heart. So if you are lying down on a pillow, I'll have you just flip over to your belly. If you're in a seated position, I'll turn this way so you can see me a little bit better. If you're in a seated position, you can keep your pillow under you, come to a cross-legged position, and we're just going to crawl forward dropping the crown of the head down to the earth. So if that means that your arms are straight, if that's the range that you have today, that's fine, and we'll drop chin to chest. If you are on your belly, you can come into a child's pose or an extended child's pose with the hands stacked one over the other, forehead on the hands. So we'll find our little inversion today. We're going to do 5 deep breath cycles. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can make your exhales longer than your inhales. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Completely emptying the lungs. And one more cycle. Inhale. And exhale. Let the breath return to normal as you slowly bring yourself up into a seated position. So whenever we bring the head below the heart, whether in yoga it's downward dog or forward fold, child's pose, or even just coming forward, we are encouraging the relaxation response. Physiologically, we're lowering the blood pressure, which helps with feelings of anxiety and depression, really giving the body that click over into the relaxation response. So I hope that you practice these techniques throughout your week. We'll return to some of them over the next coming weeks with the rest of our meditation session. But that's all that I have for you today. If you have questions, please reach out to Ellie, and I will see you guys next week.